Yeah, you know, they say falling in love is like a bear attack. No, I saw it in the paper the other day. It's true. You guys know everything that's in the papers. It is the truth. I'm not joking. It is the truth. Fall in love is being compared to a bear attack. I say, basically, you get some instructions and teach you how to avoid the bear attack of the love. Kind of starts with act like you're not interested. Then what you gotta do is you gotta stay very still. You're gonna stay there. Don't move. Because the bear will show you love. It'll consistently show you love. It'll be a little love thing that the bear thing is trying to do. But remember, falling in love is a lot like a bear attack. They have little instructions down there at the bottom of the newspaper today for it. It's kind of cool. I like getting advice on how to avoid bear attacks compared to the analogy of falling in love, because it is a lot like it actually. So the other day I tried this new episodic thing. It's kind of funny to me. I don't know why, but I had it all backwards. I never even watched the fucking movie. It's called 40 Days and 40 Nights. I thought it was about a guy trying to get laid for 40 days and 40 nights. Completely the opposite. It's about a guy who was getting so much fucking pussy that he had to take a fucking pussy break. I ain't joking. And then during his pussy break, he fell in love. It's funny. The guy takes a pussy break and he falls in love. Like, what were you doing before? Oh, I was just fucking working on the vagina. He did a vagina thing for fucking ever, and then all of a sudden he takes 40 days off, falls in love, and then it's not a vagina thing anymore. And everyone's sitting there like, it's not a vagina thing. It's a fucking love thing. If it was a vagina thing, it wouldn't be a love thing. What are you talking about? You're all crazy. Holy fucking shit. So anyway, doing this 40 days and 40 nights like a fucking diet for me. Gotta start off. You're like, oh, I was just doing the 40 days of trying to get laid. But really it wasn't about getting laid. I was just doing the 40 days of doing the fucking fall in love thing. Hopefully. And then on the other side, she's sitting there and she's like, oh my God, he's fucking serious. Oh, he's fucking serious. What am I gonna do? It's like a bear attack. No, seriously, you gotta read the papers at the bottom. It's like, how to avoid a bear attack love. No, bears are actually some of the coolest creatures you'll ever meet. Bears are awesome. I'd like to go kick it with Grizzly Adams or fucking grizzly bears, or maybe just someone who's in the movie that Werner Herzog made. Some actor who was actually in the movie The Grizzly, which is a story about some idiot who goes up to the Alaskan fucking tundra and kicks it with a grizzly until he's eaten. Which, you know, I think that probably in the most common sense decisions that we make, that's a good one. Go up there, do it. Hang out, be stupid. Kick it with the fucking bear. That's about the synopsis. The bear will attack. The bear will attack. Hello. Hello. Don't fall in love. Baby, you remember all those times? All those times you said you loved me. Well, I remember the first time when I saw you, and I knew you were the one. And it started a little like this. I said, girl, I know that there's something that can keep me going at night. And girl, remember when my #1 song went pop chart? Just fucking all the way to the top, bitch. And you were all crazy up in there and shit. And you came and you wanted to run back.
to a thing that you never even knew that. And it was all funny and shit, and everyone loved it. Because it was pretty fucking funny. And girl, remember when you said you loved me? Remember, baby doll, when I came knocking on your door, and I was all, girl, you know you love me, and you were like, you called the cops. You remember that time, and you were like, I didn't even understand what you were saying, and I remember it was like you was yelling, but all I heard was, girl, was like. You were saying you love me. Remember when the cop came and he put his knee in my back? And he was like, he started smacking me on the side of the head. I knew, girl, you asked him to do that because that was a love tap. And he was like, he was like, he knows I love him. And girl, remember in the courtroom when you. Courtroom when he was looking up at me and I was looking at you and I was like, what? And you was like, you was saying shit and pointing and shit and looking and I was like, huh? And you was like, and I said, girl, I know you love me. And girl, remember when I had your. Remember when I was in jail, and I was sitting there, and I was in jail, and it was a long old time and shit, and it was like forever and shit. And I was sitting there, and I had your picture up on the wall, and I'd take like the red cranberry sauce that we get in the morning, and I put it like, I make sure you always put lipstick on them every single day, because it was like we get cranberry sauce in the morning in our prison cells. And I'd grind that up. And I'd put that on the picture. I'd grind that up and I'd put it on the picture every day. You had fresh lipstick on every single day. And remember, girl, I knew you loved me. And girl, remember when I got out? It was like 10 years and shit. And I came and I was like, I'm knocking on your door and shit. And you was like, and you started screaming and shit. And you started screaming and shit. I knew you were so happy. I'd never seen someone so happy to see someone in all my life. And you were like, ah! And then I was like, that's how I heard. And I was like, girl, I know you love me. And then girl, remember that time when, like, I fucking, they put me back in jail, and it was like, I remember doing that thing when we was like doing the court love thing, and he was like pointing again, and it was like, that's nice, that's fun. I know how she pointed at me, I love that. And then it was like, that's nice. And then you pointed again, I was like, look, I remember that. That's when she said you loved me the first time. And I remember, girl, when I was in jail, like, fucking ever and shit, and then like I got out, and then like, they told me you was like, you know, that you were no longer and shit. And I was like, oh fuck, that's shit. So I didn't believe him. I went over here to the local, you know, places where they said you do that, and then their name was on a thing, and I was like, oh, that's. So I pulled it out, and you know, pulled it out, and it was like, everyone was like. And then I took you in my arms and we had a little late night fucking dance, and it was like, it was awesome. And then I was like, girl, I know you love me. And remember that time when you just sat there going, what the fucking shit, the fucking shit, the fucking shit. And I was like sitting here going, that's my fucking disturbed fucking gauge shit. And you was like, and then I was like, let's get it on. And he was like, what the fuck?
So I was driving along, it was middle of fucking nowhere but fucking Indiana. And there was this fucking hotel. I thought to myself, I said, fucking, this shit is straight out of Vacancy. There's some fucking snuff film being made there right now. Those 3 cars outside. And I was pretty scared. I went over to the local gas station, I asked what was going on. She looked at me. I saw a mask on the counter. Looked like it was out of the movie, actually. I was pretty fucking freaked out. I knew I didn't have any gas in the car, so I had my keys in my hand. I was counting how many fucking seconds it was going to take for me to get out to my car, but it didn't matter because I didn't have enough gas to get the fuck out. So I realized as I was driving away that there was a gimmick, that the hotel was the lifeblood of the local community. And, well, it made so much money for the local community that when the movie Vacancy came out, no one would go there anymore because it's too scary. People would drive by and go, that's the hotel from Vacancy. I'm not going there. People actually they had problems up the way because there was a bunch of people sleeping in their fucking cars because they wouldn't go to the hotel. It was the only hotel anywhere within 100 fucking miles of nothing but fucking Egypt and shit. But anyway, so they came up with that gimmick, and it was the only way they could secure that people who were going to go to the hotel would actually go there. And it was if there was blatantly an ad campaign that they were the hotel that was used in the movie The Vacancy. So anyway, it said right outside, now showing the only movie that you'll ever fucking see for the rest of your fucking life, Vacancy, on a repeating loop. And it's this huge drive-in like theater sign out in front of the fucking motel, and you think to yourself, that's pretty fucking freaky. What the fuck is that shit? Well, anyway, so I go over to the hotel. I'm like, hey, I'm all by myself in the middle of butt fucking Egypt, Indiana. Don't know anything from fucking jack shit. The woman at the local gas station got the fucking mask directly out of the movie Vacancy. But since the sign's out there, must be a gimmick. So I go in, guy sitting there, he's fucking watching a bunch of porn in the back. I can hear it. So, I thought, well, isn't that what they were doing? Well, anyway, he was watching a bunch of porn. Go in on the counter, he got a big old fucking butcher's knife. It's like fucking 12 inches long. I'm kind of freaked out, you know. Just a regular freaked out guy, you know. Woman at the gas station with a mask, fucking smiling at me and shit, but I know what she's saying is, well, don't worry, we'll get you over here to the Vacancy Hotel. It was the one that was actually filmed on. And I got into the hotel, and I told the guy, I said, I was asking him, I was like, you guys put this big old sign out here. And he says, oh yeah, that's a Vacancy thing. Yeah, it's every room has a DVD that plays it over and over. It's kind of like gimmicky. He goes, really? And I'm sitting there. I said, really? And he says to me, he says, did you read the sign closely? Yeah, here, hold on. Let me take you to your room. Let me take me to the room. I was like, God, this is just like the fucking movie. There's even a fucking video camera up there. Look at, there's the TV. I thought it was like, he said DVD. I was like, oh, this isn't the VHS. He goes, no, it's 21st century. What are you, fucking stupid? I looked at him. I was like, you don't gotta talk shit to me, man. I liked the movie. I thought it was a good movie. I just want to see what's going on. I was driving by. I saw the big fucking, the big gimmicky thing. I mean, you guys got Vacancy shirts? You guys got like T-shirts and shit like that? It's just no. He goes, and did you read the sign closely? I said, what's that have to do with that? I'm just asking. I was like, no, I mean, what is there, some fine print that you got to sign non-disclosure or something? I don't know. He says, no. I was like, okay. It's like, you know what? You seem like you're tired. You want to stay here tonight? I say, well, fuck it. Yeah, sure, why not? It'd be kind of cool. See if I can live through the night. I start joking. About 3 o'clock in the morning, I get up. I'm gonna go get some ice. Fucking out at the little ice machine. I look up and I realize something. My car's boxed in. Like, what the fuck? He's got my car boxed in. I thought, oh, he's going a little too far with this gimmicky thing, because how am I going to get my car out? He's got a car to each side and one behind. I look, I see a couple guys, and I think I see some silhouette figures running around the side. I'm thinking to myself, this shit's fucking whack. They're even fucking with my head, too. This is awesome. I don't even have to pay extra for this shit. It goes in. I'm fucking 3 o'clock. Oh, fuck, I'll watch the movie. Why not? See if I can get a rush out of this fucking shit. So I put the movie in. I start watching it. Very beginning, I see a fucking camera outside. It's actually on. It's actually on, looking at the front of the building. I'm fucking freaking out. I'm like, well, that's kind of freaky. He actually set that up like that. That's a long way to go, and it's not even extra to stay here. I'm like, he doesn't even want to make money off this shit. That was a real fucking cue indicator there that something was fucking wrong. Because he didn't even want to make money off it, and I knew that if it was commercial, he didn't want to make money. So I was kind of thinking that maybe it's like the movie made no money then, is what I was thinking. So I pull out my smartphone. I type it. I try to get the budget to the movie vacancy, see how much money they made, to see why they would go this far if they did anything, so on and so forth. Smartphone doesn't work. I'm in the middle of butt fucking Egypt, and my fucking guy, I don't even get the Edge network. No 3G, no Edge. In fact, I'm sitting there, and outside, I thought just for a moment to go look and see if there was, if there was a telephone in the room or something. So I'm walking around the edge, and there's actually a cutout of the Verizon guy. He's like outside the fucking window, and he's looking in. The guy that goes around and says, "Can you hear me? Can you hear me?" They got a little cutout in the window, and I thought that was kind of fucked up, because I'm thinking, why does my cell phone not work? Then I look outside, and there's a little cutout of the fucking guy from the Verizon thing. I thought it was like really a weird joke, like we know your phone doesn't work, and that was like the second cue indicator. So I go back. I'm looking at it, and I'm watching the movie, and I'm thinking, this is kind of freaky. Maybe I should. And then I realized my car's boxed in. Kind of getting weirded out again. So I watched the movie, and it really was a cue indicator that it was all fucked up, that something was going to happen, was when I started to read the sign again. It says, the hotel that the movie vacancy was based on. I was fucked.